Attention Home Depot shoppers, the home improvement store says 56 million credit and debit cards have been breached. That is more than Target's data hack last year. This after an early report came out saying Home Depot's hack may have hit mostly its self-checkout lanes. Here with more on this is Vinny Troia. He's the CEO of Nightline Security. Hey, Vinny, so, this report that came out basically says that it was the self-checkout lines from Krebs Security. We haven't heard from Home Depot yet about that, but does this make sense to you that this could have happened in the way that it's described in the Krebs Security report?
It makes sense, but it also raises a lot of flags. I mean, assuming that the breaches originated in or around Eastern Europe, you have to wonder if they're taking the time to breach a company like Home Depot, why are they only focusing on self-checkout lines? I mean, the hardware isn't inherently different than the regular checkout lanes, so it makes you kind of wonder what's going on specifically with those. And when you start to look at it, it's very possible that this may be some sort of a localized job, for example, where somebody literally can walk up to the point-of-sale terminal and maybe insert a malicious USB, for example, and infect the terminal.
But that would have to go nationwide. I mean, Home Depot has admitted that this hit, all of its stores. We're talking a couple thousand stores, correct?
Fair enough, yeah, but maybe that was potentially an initial point of entry. It seems, it seems very strange that the breach was isolated just to the self-checkout lanes. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense from a technical standpoint. The systems aren't inherently different.
Okay, and what about the malware itself that was used to break into the system? From what we can tell and from what the reports from Home Depot are saying, it looks like it was an initial hit, and then the theft of the cards, even though this was over a period of several months, that the theft actually stopped, that the monitoring of the number stopped, and no debit number or no PIN numbers were actually taken.
Right, and the thing with this particular strain of malware, it was very similar to the malware used at Target. So based on how it operates, really they should have caught this. I mean, we know how the malware operates, we know what kind of signatures it leaves, and so it really comes down to Home Depot. Why weren't they monitoring for this kind of thing, and why weren't they able to catch it? I mean, the information should have been right there in front of them.
Well, we got a statement from Frank Blake, and here's what he had to say, the chairman and the CEO of Home Depot, and he said, "We apologize to our customers for the inconvenience and anxiety this has caused. We want to reassure them that they will not be liable for fraudulent charges." Here's my question. All the banks are dealing with this already. Visa, MasterCard, Chase Bank will call you if you, spend $100 more than you normally do in your activity. So, why is Home Depot behind the ball on this one? My personal opinion, I think a lot of major companies really don't put as much of a budget as they should together when it comes to security. I mean, a lot of companies are really lax. They try to shave the budget wherever they can, and unfortunately, security takes that back seat a lot of time. And doing something like monitoring for suspicious activity, looking at logs, takes a lot of manpower and a lot of really talented manpower, and maybe they just don't want to pay for it. Yeah. Well, they got to keep those plants nice and cheap at Home Depot. Kidding. Vinny, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.